Alright, looks like we are live. I am going to toss my stream URL on Twitters and so on. And then hunt some monsters. Do. All right, cool. I think I have done all of the social media-ing. Need to do on browser windows. Go to heck. All right. Let us wreck some things. So earlier, I was hunting. Okay. Tempered Wise, and that seems like a sensible way of warming up here. Where did that go? Yes, there's one left on the investigation, which is perfect. Got a notification of me liking my own tweet, because that's how we roll. Hello, whoever is watching. Yeah, the retweeting myself is not normally a thing that I do, but I don't know, for some reason I have the Twitter account that is just for letting people know that I'm streaming, and I've considered just getting rid of Femicolon and having people follow me at my normal address if they really care about that, but, you know, I don't know. Twitter is confusing, and I'm always going back and forth between, like, should I have separate accounts for every darn thing, or just one big account? Yeah, exactly. So, like, for For videos, I've been using Famicolin on YouTube and just McMillan on Twitter, because this is fine. Worth it. Oh, is that his tail already? Yeah, okay, like, cut off his tail in, like, basically one hit. I really wish I had the 5th level earplugs on this set. Maybe I should look at armor. Getting knocked out of the big hit there is kind of obnoxious. I should probably heal or something. Bye. Oh dear, I seriously need to not die. My biggest problem with like any sort of ult weapon is basically not dying. Spending so much time thinking about like how the moves work that I don't notice that I'm like out of health. No, I'm stunned. I thought I was immune to stun. Yeah, exactly. Rule 1 is a lot harder when you have to, like, think about the weapon. Okay, is wisely getting the heck out. Oh, also, is the audio okay in terms of loudness of me versus game versus not echoing? Oh, come on. Oh, it's capturable. Oh, stupid small Jagras. No. Yay. Whew. Yay, awesome. Good to know the audio is okay. I have the microphone basically behind my speakers, so it hopefully should be picking up max amount of me and least amount of other stuff. And I do like not having to wear a headset all day. How many wings do you have, bro? Not to mention tails. Oh, I didn't carve the tail. Whoops. That's okay. I have more than enough tails. Okay. okay. The Steadfast Jewel is actually useful because I think that's 5 levels and I've only got 3. Well, now 4. Alright, so that went okay. Maybe I'll try some HR 30 tempered something. I think I have 8 of the... What's the other S jewel? Yes, exactly. TMNT HR 30 tempered something. I noticed that, but was waiting for you to say something. Thought I had 8 of the... What's the other jewel? The one that you only need like 1 level of. But I did just get rid of a bunch of jewels because I went and got at least 3. I filled myself up to get at least 3 of each of the X attack jewels by just paying the melder. Hello, new person who's watching. Feel free to speak up and say hi. Diablos. That's... Yay! I don't really want to do Diablos. That seems too hard. Well, Diablos with only 1 feint anyways. Okay, Basil Juice and a normal Toby. That seems okay. Like lengthy, but I get lots of things for it. Odogaron in 15 minutes. That's doable. Just you via other channels. Yeah, we'll do this guy. That is fine. I'm hunting monsters. As the name of the game is Monster Hunter. And I can try to explain stuff. I am gonna switch to using a hammer for this particular hunt. Also, it's weird to see your actual name instead of a username. Oh, this is vitally important, Mary. You definitely need to watch this animation that's about to happen. So that is the Meowskiller chef and his, I don't know, other cook chefs. Which you'll notice is the thing hanging behind me on the wall there. Yeah, they're pretty great. It's important that one eats food. So the monster I'm going to be hunting is called Odogaron. It's kind of a, I don't know, dog made of meat. It's very ferocious. Yes, meat puppy, exactly. Yes, this dog is particularly made of, like, just meat, though. And yes, my cat does get sausage. Somebody has claimed that it's a sausage made from the monster that you just hunted, and I'm like, I don't actually know, you know, there's the thing about sausage factories and not wanting to see how the sausage is made, but, like, I'm pretty sure you just can't, like, make sausages immediately out of monsters that you just captured or carved. I don't want to think about cat sausages because that seems like a sausage made out of cats. Yeah, so here's our meat puppy. Very ferocious, but it does not like getting hit in the head with a hammer. Oh dear, Beetlejuice is here. So this other monster, this like flying dude, essentially drops bombs on anything. So it kind of has a reputation because it just shows up randomly and screws with everything. My life bar is up in the upper left. The Dogaron here hits pretty hard, so especially he's tempered, which basically means it's the normal monster, but he hits significantly harder. So like a hit or two is likely to be problems for me. Ooh, and it is paralyzed, which is cool, gives us an opening. And I'm just kind of trying to ignore the other big guy because he's not my target. But he will set me on fire. Okay, I'll hit whoever's here then. Wow. This guy is super weak to paralysis, and both my cat does paralysis and the monster that was helping us out. I do have to be careful. This is a capture quest, so I have to be careful to not let her kill it by accident. When it's low enough in health, it'll basically start limping away and go to its like a home to go to sleep, and that's kind of the ideal time to capture most monsters. Oh, maybe that's now. Sure is. Okay, well, if you're just gonna be here. So the monster's health is unknowable. The monsters do not get a health bar. There's different parts of the monsters that you can break, so you may have seen in there, like, you know, parts broken. So often you can, like, hit them in the head and break fangs or claws. Yeah, the minimap gets bigger when you're holding down L1 in general. So yeah, you mostly only get to know it via behavior and how the monster creeps around. If you've researched a monster enough, you get a little skull on the minimap that shows up when the monster is capturable, which is about 30% health. Hey Chris! It is in fact Monster Hunter Friday. And currently we are hunting Meat Puppy. Yes, you can see you get some bonus rewards for capturing the monster. I just went by it, but I got some bonus rewards for like breaking its fangs and stuff like that. And then for the tempered monster, I get these purple special rewards, which are these gems, which are basically randomly chosen, but good stuff. Like this KO jewel is actually very useful for my hammer, for example. And Evade Extender is also a good jewel, so I got two pretty good drops from that. Oh, the chat is a little covering the bonus rewards. Yeah, okay. I did previously have the chat. Oh dear. No, I grabbed the wrong thing. I did previously have the chat over here on the left somewhere. And maybe that's part of the reason why. Yeah, I think I've got 2 Evade Extender jewels now. The HR-30 monsters are really good to hunt for all of these jewels. Well, that was pretty good. Let's do that again. Yeah, it is definitely worth doing. Like, we should do more of the HR-30 hunts together because you do get really good rewards jewel-wise from them. I think, unless you're looking for the weapon augments where you need the HR-50 monsters, like, this is kind of the way to go. Where was that? Capture Odogaron. Yes. Time limit 15 minutes, which is fine because that only took like 5. Yeah, you can get weapon augments from the lower quests. You can't get the highest tier weapon augments. Similarly, you can get higher tier jewels from the mid-tier quests as well. It's just a lower drop rate. Like, I've got this list of all the decorations, and even the most rare jewels, you can get small chance from T2, and I don't know what that small chance is, if it's like 5% or if it's like, you know, infinity percent. Like, infinitesimally small percent, I mean. So, somebody who has, like, actual stats from a book or something, like, that'd be good to know. But I don't know if, like, I don't think Gaijin Hunter said anything there about, like, what the actual probabilities is. Anyways, I think this chat location should be okay for not obscuring important game UI. But I will try and look in the middle of hunts here. Hello to the new folks who are watching. Feel free to speak up and ask whatever needs explanation. Yeah, I think this is okay, chat-wise. It's like I could actually stand to move it down just a smidge. Toss it like right there. That way you can see my cat's health bar. Yeah, get some footprints that we can know when he is low on health, and also so that the scout flies go the right way. Yes, you do get to name your cats. Yuri and I have named our cats Mithril and Vorpal after our friends' cats, who are named Mithril and Vorpal. And we kind of designed them to look like the real-life Mithril and Vorpal as well. Monster somehow did not see me. This is Odogaron, the meat puppy. It's pretty spicy at hitting me. You can see, like, one hit does approximately half of my life. And hi, Basil. Basil Juice, who the community refers to as the B-52 bomber for reasons that would probably soon be obvious. Like, basically drops these scales from up high and then sets them on fire. So there's the scales, then he comes down and goes boom. Which is irritating, but also, you know, it does damage the other monsters as well. The heart's broken there, that was probably its fangs. Yeah, I do have to be fairly aggressive here because of the 15-minute time limit, but at least last time I did this, that was not a problem. Oh jeez, wow. The other thing I need to do is not die. Take max potion. Dying is a good way to accidentally eat up a whole chunk of time. There you are. There you go. Yeah, I feel like every game should come with a cat designer. Like, that should just be standard. Like, any game that has a character designer, like, why not also have a cat designer? Okay, let's get the damage in there, and then let's heal. Use a Vitality Mantle, which basically gives me an extra health bar worth of buffer. So, if the monster hits me now, it should instead make kind of a chunk sort of noise. My actual health doesn't go down, but instead it's taking it out of the buffer that the mantle provides. Yeah, my cat has a paralysis weapon, and this monster is weak to paralysis, so I just get a whole bunch of time for free hits. And it's capturable, we can see that from the screen down there, so we just need to get the guy into a trap and then we're done. However, he has this little cave that he goes through and we can't follow him through that cave, so now we've just got to wait and find him back in his den. Meanwhile, might as well pick up the footprints. The footprints are good because they get me research points, which is one of the types of currency. And also, more footprints equals more possibility for investigations of finding other tempered monsters. Which is this mechanic where you just kind of have to find tempered monster footprints, and then you can fight more tempered monsters. Alright, let's get him in a trap before Bagel Juice comes in and ruins our day. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, games should just have cats. Like, I don't understand why a game would not have a cat, given that you could make any game better by having a cat. It's like games with water levels. You can make them better by removing the water level. Alright, so yeah, we have a bunch of quest completion rewards, which are parts from the monster, and a bunch of other garbage, and then yeah, we have specific bits here because I happened to break its head, its forelimbs, and then 3 additional pieces for capturing it, and then a bunch of these face stones, which will turn into random decoration jewels. Yeah, I think I actually haven't made a game with a cat either, so, you know, I'm not following my own advice here. Vitality Jewel, not helpful. Yeah, alright. None of those jewels were particularly helpful, but that's okay. Still getting more hunter rank. Chris, when did you write games? I kind of only wrote games in grad school, and then I guess my Super Nintendo shoot-'em-up that I never finished. Which, you know, I'd like to get back into at some point, but finding time to program is hard. I mean, when not at my job. Alright. For variety, let's do something else. What else do we have that is interesting here? Oh dear, I could try Diablos. Uragan. Uragan in 10 minutes seems challenging. No to Kieran. Okay, sure. Pink Rathian and a normal Baroth. That seems pretty doable. Retro Squad the game. This triggers some bit of memory for me, so maybe I saw you talking about it at some point. I'll admit that I have not actually played your game, however. But yeah, that's cool. I worked on like games with Pygame in grad school, but never really made too much progress with that. And then like now in real life, my job is arguably OpenGL programming, which would be nice to learn more of, but I don't really know about the game engine parts of that, just the everything else. Where by everything else, I mostly mean like interaction with, you know, bizarre systems. Where by bizarre, I mean, you know, Android, web, iOS. Oh, okay. Yeah, SDL is neat. Like, Pygame is basically a wrapper around SDL. Alright. For this particular monster, maybe I want flash bombs. Oh, sorry, yeah, I should stop skipping the Cat Chef animation for the benefit of the stream. Yeah, Pygame had some issues. I don't know. Like, by the time I started looking at doing OpenGL in Pygame, it was kind of like, why am I bothering with Pygame at this point? Pretty much only for sound. And the sound support was kind of clunky anyways. GH prep. To me, GH is so much Guitar Hero that I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Oops. I should take my free items. Oh, greenhouse. Yes, you had mentioned that earlier. Currently me having the, you know, memory capacity of, like, I don't know, either a 2-year-old or an 80-year-old. Unclear. Is fine. Definitely my brain is fine. I don't even know that it's streamer brain, really. Oh, nice. The GD meeting. Yeah, so there's this guy at CMU, well, who was at CMU, doing autonomous vehicle stuff long before any of the current, you know, Waymo, Uber, anything like that. And his thesis was on the Distributed Architecture for Mobile Navigation, DAMN. And it was amazing because he totally managed to, like, you know, get this by and, like, write these papers about the damn algorithms and the damn architecture and the damn everything. Pretty excellent. Yeah, Yuri can tell what's going on here because of the music. Alright, so the monster we're actually hunting is Pink Rathian, which is this kind of dragon-type thing. And we have our friend Mr. Bagel Goose here. So I guess we'll let them fight. But But yeah, pink grass can fly, which is obnoxious. Ow, ow. And the tail is poisonous, which is kind of dangerous. Ow, jeez. Lit on fire by Bagel. Meanwhile, she is knocked down. Try and get some damage on her before she gets picked up. A lot of these monster roars would be knocking me out of my attacks, except for I have armor skills to prevent that. Oh, jeez. That was a lot of damage. Where did she go? Oh god, oh god. Alright. Antidote to get rid of the poison. Right behind this tree. Vitality Mantle for some more HP. Now we're at least not in immediate danger. And Bagel is gone, so I can actually concentrate on what I'm doing. Oh, come on. Stop kneeing me in the face. How about no? The hammer is a weapon where I very much want to be hitting monsters in the head because you can stun them, which I just did there, which gives you an opening to deal more damage. Hitting them in the legs can trip them, same deal. And then my cat has trapped it, nice. Oh wow, it's already... Is this a capture quest? No, it must be a killing quest, so I think I could just keep trying to wreck it here. Anyways, that's kind of ideal in terms of how getting a monster goes. Like, just keep knocking it over, keeping it stunned, etc. Yep, exactly what Yuri said. So you can equip your cats with different, like, kind of utility items, and one of them is a shock trap plus flash bombs, both of which are pretty nice. And there's one other monster we have to hunt for this quest. It is Barroth. So let's go find Barroth. I don't know, it's like my cat's carrying a taser, essentially. Alright, so where the heckity heck even am I? It's like not where Barroth is. So fast travel in this game is like grabbing onto these wing drakes and then noping on out. Which is pretty great. Picking up some stuff from the environment. Yeah, so in previous games, there were, I mean, there still are, two different kinds of traps. There's shock traps and pitfall traps. And the monsters historically would often only be weak to like one of them, right? So it might be possible to get this monster only with pitfall traps or this other monster only with shock traps, etc. And so you kind of have to carry around both. In this game, they've pretty much made sure that everything is shock trappable. Some things are not pitfall trappable. So that's a thing you have to know. But really, it's kind of nice because, like, in some past games, it's like, okay, you've got 40 or 50 different monsters, and like knowing which traps you need to carry is just kind of, I don't know. It's not the fun kind of knowledge to need to know. So I think especially as they were trying to, you know, make the game more accessible to newer players or whatever, mostly having the one kind of trap that always works and is easy to get, and then there's also pitfall traps occasionally, is pretty sensible. Come on, Baroth, where the heck are you? You're around here somewhere. Baroth is kind of this mud monster, so it hangs out in the swamp. There we go. Found a footprint. So now the scout fly should take us to where Baroth is. Okay, he's over here, sure. Also, I'm never sure, especially when I'm streaming, like there's different levels of camera distance that I can set in the options. Sometimes I'm not sure when I'm up, like whacking a monster in the face, if it's better to have the camera in further or further out. It's like either way, you sometimes end up like clipping in the face. So Baroth here is not actually a very hard monster, so this should hopefully be pretty much just whacking on him repeatedly. Ow! Rude. So yeah, he drops these mud things. In the mud things, you get kind of glued into them for a bit. Hey, it's Bagel. Announces himself in such nice fashion. Oh, hey, mounting a monster. This is a thing. You land on top of a monster, you can potentially ride it around and deal it some damage. Eventually, if we get a finishing attack, we'll like knock it down. Although it may very well get bombed by Bagel Juice before then, like what just happened there. But regardless, good opportunity to do a chunk of damage. And it's weak already. Escape. What? Oh, that was a bomb pod. Okay. Thought I was on flash pods, but I was not. Okay, cool. Gotta turn around and fight me. Oh, and we knocked its scalp off. That gives us an additional piece we can carve. So let's do that. So here it comes. And there's the noise of Bagel Juice. And it's on fire. And it's gone. The amusing thing is, after the fight, you can't take damage, so I can just sit here calmly on fire, which is basically my favorite. And when you beat a quest by killing the monster rather than capturing, you have like an additional 60 seconds to carve the monster bits off. And also gather whatever stuff you want to gather from the environment. So I guess we'll do some mining here. And in general, just savor being on fire. Here, cat, have a sausage. So we get parts from the Rathian, we get parts from the Baroth. And 2 garbage gems, apparently. At least, probably. Yeah, both of those already have max gems on. HR 99 now. Will I get a quest now, or do I have to wait until I fill up the bar? I probably have to wait until I fill up the bar. It does have an unknown power inside it until you look at it, and then its power is known. Basically Schrodinger's jewel. Shrodammit. Your GD meeting. Look like we have a new quest. I don't see any exclamation marks here. I think we've got to fill up another bar of Hunter rank before we get the next quest, which is fine. I might hunt some Nergigante. He's a very scary sort of dude. Lucky boy. Because I need Nergigante tails, I will switch to a longsword, which is a much better weapon for cutting off tails, since hammers do not do cutting damage. So where is a Nergigante? Yeah, this is fine. So Nergigante is kind of one of the flagship monsters of this game. It's totally new to this game, and a decent chunk of the plot, which I won't actually spoil, but it involves kind of chasing around Nergigante and learning what's up with it. I will want to change what my cat has. Oops, I reflexively skipped past the cat's animation there again. But traps do not work on this guy for various reasons. And so we'll get the cat doing something else by changing its equipment here in the tent. So you go in the kit. Go in the kit. Go in the camp. Talk to the kitty. Change the thing. What do I want it to do? Yeah, let's have it be a healing cat. And yep, that is the right stuff for me. Yeah, so it's wearing unicorn pieces basically. Which is in fact pretty cute. It's like not the strongest cat armor, but it is the best balance of armor, strength, and cuteness. Yeah, there's a few things about this game that are a little bit dark if you think about them too strongly. Alright, so again, we're going to be trying to concentrate on this dude's tail because that's the bit that I need. This there's also a mechanic with this weapon where I want to charge it up, like I get these quote-unquote spirit combos. So the first thing we're trying to do is to get it to max power via spirit comboing this thing. One of the really cool things about this monster design, he's got all these spikes. You knock off the spikes, ideally, because as they get exposed to the air, they get harder, and then he's got, like, armor bits, basically. Alright, so now our sword is fully powered up, so I'm going to try and mostly be aiming for his tail. Which is going to involve a lot of rolling around, because, you know, he's facing me. Obviously, his tail is not the bit that I'm looking at. Yeah, you can see we kind of knocked off some of the spikes there. That makes him flinch, so we have more of a chance to go after his tail again. But yeah, if we ignore the spikes in any zone for too long, they'll turn black, and it makes it way harder to hit that part of him. Like your attacks will start deflecting, basically, like my attack with his horns just did. And when he gets too many of them, he uses a super, and I should ideally not die. I get so caught up on attacking, especially with this weapon, trying to get for his tail, that I often die due to just like not noticing that I'm low on health. There he goes, his tail. Alright, so we'll carve that when we get the chance. You can see there he's got some of the black armored spikes now on his front paws, front legs there. Like we've also broken some horns. Oops. Ow. That attack is very deadly if you're not ready for it. But I was in that particular case, because telegraphed it a fair amount. It doesn't always, but... Ow, rude. Kinda need to sharpen. Yeah, this guy's very much like a melee sort of fighter. Ow, rude. Did get a punch there. Hopefully that's enough time. Nope. Can't land my spirit combo again. Already lost one level of charge for my weapon, and I need to sharpen. Let's not die. So I'm gonna leave now. Good. Alright, so now I can carve the tail, and hopefully get a tail from that. Yep. And use a whetstone to sharpen my sword. And he's moved over to another zone. He is currently tired, which is good. But he's also very spiky right now, which is dangerous. Oh, come on. I did not land the last hit of my combo for anything. Die. Alright. Ooh, he's weak. Being back home. Yup, it is Spiky Boy time. Got myself a Spiky Boy tail. Yes, brave Sir Spiky. So when he goes to sleep, we can set some bombs, which is always fun. And the first hit you do to a sleeping monster is double damage. So ideally we hit him with a fairly big attack there. And we also like buff ourselves using everything that we've got, because he can be very dangerous after getting woken up this fashion. For some reason, he does not like. So there goes the bombs. But yeah, for some reason, he doesn't like getting woken up in such fashion. Busting open the stage here. There we go. Finally landed the fun hit of that and got some more charge back on my sword. Kaboom! I really like how the stream displays the upside down blob face. Rip blobs. I'll be so angry when, invariably, YouTube switches to newer blobs or something like that. Nerky content material, where? There we go. If we can harvest some bones before time runs out. And have some coffee. Oh yes, that is the best emoji that was ever created, and the worst decision Google has ever made, getting rid of the blob sweat drop. I guess given that I'm using, you know, an external thing to show the chat in the stream, it's always, in theory, possible that I could make the chat font know about old emoji via internet JavaScript. Hello to the new folks who are watching. Feel free to say hi, ask any questions if you have them. I'll be streaming for probably 30 minutes or so, then I need to have lunch and briefly stop for a dentist appointment, and then I will be back after not too long. Oh, they're actually image tags. Well, that, in some sense, makes them easier to fix with JavaScript. And I guess each of them have their benefits and drawbacks, but ooh, Radabon investigation.
Peter?
Yeah, I am doing the browser page embed thing, but I'm pretty decent at Chrome extensions, although I guess OBS doesn't do that. Yeah, unclear. Anything is possible, though. This is programming. Let's see. Do I have the thing that I want on my wish list? I do not. Alright. Time to go and put a thing on my wish list so that I know when I have enough Nergigante tails. I'm like, which weapon do I actually need at this point? Yeah, nobody wants to use an nobody wants to use an API when you can just use like HTML and JavaScript though. I mean, it's like the thing that I could do would be to write my own website that iframes the chat and applies different styles and then open that in OBS. Would be one additional step of irritation. Sort by rarity. Like, what Nergigante weapon am I missing? Lances. Could also use a hunting horn at some point, but I like my current hunting horn more than the Nergigante one, I think. Alright, so we'll add that to our wish list. JavaScript in the child frame because of cross-site restrictions might be possible to work around in various ways, but I would need to think about that when not streaming. Alright, let's see if we can get one more Nergigante tail. Guess I actually have to post a quest for that. I feel like staring at graphs and understanding them is a critical life skill that is not obvious. That's exactly what a spy wouldn't say, Chris. Type some words. All right. Get my demon drug. Get my armor skin. Demon drug and armor skin are nice because they're buffs that last until you get carded, which is basically losing a life. The other ones here are like 3 minutes. Oh dear, what a bunch of misses. Alright. But to explain the longsword a little bit more, there's this bar that looks like a sword in kind of the upper left. And it fills up on the middle with red, which basically is what grants me the ability to use my spirit combo, which is both strong and also the thing that levels up the damage the sword does. And then you can see it's glowing yellow right now, which basically means I've landed the spirit combo twice. If I land it again, it'll be red. So it starts off as nothing, then it goes to white, then yellow, then red. And every one of those comes with a significant attack boost. So now we're full up on red, and that'll cool down, like the outside of that meter will fall off over time. Oh, did I break its tail already? Yep. So that was fast. I think the red lasts for only about a minute, and then the yellow is about 2 minutes, and then the white is 3 minutes. So you do have to keep landing the combo to keep doing, you know, kind of max damage. Additional move that I call the anime move for reasons that will soon be obvious, which eats up a level of bar. It's this. You, like, go down, and you go, like, shing, and then, like, explosions happen afterwards, which is just very anime. But that eats a level of bar, but also makes it easier to regen additional meter to build the bar back up again. You can kind of do this thing where you repeat, you know, using up the level of bar to do your big attack, and then beating up on the monster some more, and repeat. Good news is, if I miss the windup, oh shoot. Okay. I'm lucky that I didn't get got by that. Yeah, so now that black part, when I hit it, I just bounce, except with certain attacks. Oof. Yay, see you, Yuri. I had a thing to say about part breaking, but so it goes. Basically, the Rocksteady mantle that I have helps a lot with that, because I can just, like, ignore most of its attacks and focus on the part that I want to hit. Nope, whiffing my main combo. What? Ow. No, that might be fatal. Nope. Dodged it just in time. Ouch. Oh. And I'm stunned. Like, I'm stunned, it's tired, we're just not doing well. And it's going back home. Alright, well, let's grab that tail. Rip, not actually a tail. I am probably going to have lunch myself after this hunt, so I will be back later after this is done. I should sharpen my sword before going back in. And let's put some bombs on its head. Take our various buffs. And kaboom. didn't have HP buffs, that would be a one-shot. Oh, wow. That was pretty fast. Unfortunately, no tails. We'll see if we may get a tail from quest rewards, but... we'll see. And go mine some bones over here. Alright, well, again, I'm going to be heading out soon here after the quest reward screen. So, thanks for watching. I will be streaming again this afternoon for sure, so pay attention to my Twitter or subscribe or whatever. And I will see y'all in probably an hour and a half or so. I have an appointment at 1:15, and I don't expect it'll take all that long, but probably be back at 1:45 or 2 Eastern Time. Yep, see you, Chris. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the other folks who are watching too.
쥐, 시소도래.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks all for watching.